Hello and welcome back, yogis. Time to do some yoga. Unroll your mat, grab some props if you'd like to use them, and I'll see you back here in a few seconds. Hello again. Let's start today on hands and knees. Getting right to it, starting with a few rounds of cat and cow pose to warm up the spine. You can tuck or untuck the toes. Please remember to modify your practice today as it makes sense. Starting with a nice deep breath in, arch the spine, lift the tailbone, and you can let the eyes look up. Exhale, rounding down into your cat pose. Press away from the mat and press between the shoulder blades as you round. Inhaling, arching. All right, lengthening the breath each time you go. Exhale to round. Feel free to close the eyes if you like here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, matching the movement to the breath. Exhale. You can even fire up a gentle ujjayi if you like. Continuing on your own for another 2 or 3 deep breaths. Right, just connecting in the body, the movement with the breath. Let's give it one more deep breath. Returning to a neutral spine, slide your right leg back on the mat with the toes tucked. Give yourself just a brief wake up stretch. Lift the leg, keep the hips level, extend the left arm forward, thumb up, and either hold here, or if you'd like to go for it, bend the right knee, reach your left hand back, and grab your right foot. Kick into the hand, right, as you gaze softly past the nose. And let's take another deep breath. We'll meet with the right leg back and the left arm forward. Lower the left hand and send the right knee outside the left leg. You can stay right where you are or shift back a little if that feels good for one more breath. All right, so moving into the new season, come up to hands and knees and bring the right knee back to the right side. Switch left leg back, toes tucked. All right. Even though we're technically still in summer, but the weather is changing, right? The winds are picking up. Lift the left leg, extend the right arm forward. You can hold it here or bend the left knee, reach the right hand back. Grab the left foot and kick up and back. So we want to be mindful of our yoga practice as the seasons once again change. Finding grounding poses while still moving the body, but doing a practice that, is in line with the seasons so we feel better. And letting go of the left leg, right arm forward, meeting here, and lower the right hand, send the left knee outside the right leg. Stay where you are or shift back if you choose for another deep breath. So we want to use the big muscle groups this time of year to really, especially the hips and the legs, to get fired up. Come back up to hands and knees, return the left leg to the left side. Spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes, down dog, the hips up and back. And of course, you're welcome to walk out the feet in your first down dog. All right, just kind of pedal out heels if that suits you. All right, and as the weather does cool off a little bit, we want to do things in our practice that fire us up. Now listen carefully. Let's put a little bend in the knees and walk your hands almost halfway back to your feet. Short down dog. So maybe not even as far as halfway, right? Just walk them back a little bit. Take your right hand to the outside of the left leg, down dog with a twist, and your left hand can slide closer toward the left ankle if there's room to do so. With a little bend in the right elbow, pull the heart center through the left side and peek under the left arm. Give yourself another deep breath. Return your right hand to the right side and go the other way. Take your left hand outside the right leg. Lower your hand down toward the ankle if there's room. Little bend in the left elbow. Shine your heart through the right side, looking under the right arm for one more deep breath. Bring your left hand back to the left side. Walk the hands back out just a little bit for regular down dog. Put a soft bend in the knees, look forward, step or hop your feet to the front. Folding over the legs when you get there, with the feet slightly separating, hang over the legs and let the arms reach up and back behind you. Interlace fingers, drop the head down. You can either keep a micro bend in the knees or bend the knees as much as you like. Relax the head down for one more deep breath in. Exhale the arms, hands toward the mat. Roll up slowly to stand. Press down as you come up. Standing nice and tall, soften the shoulders. Let's bring feet together, toes and heels touch. We're going to get into Surya Namaskar B. The body's a little bit warmed up, so we're gonna take a slow Surya Namaskar B. The feet together, sit deep in chair pose, bend the knees deep, sweep the arms up. Dive over the legs, Uttanasana, head down, hips high. Step the left leg back, low lunge. Step the right foot back to plank. Breathe in, chaturanga or drop the knees, modify. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And pressing back to downward facing dog. We'll hold our first down dog here, or second down dog, for a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, lift the right leg. Exhale, warrior one. Step your foot through the hands. Back heel, 45-degree angle, then lift all the way up. And hold as you exhale. Soften the right hip back a little. Deep breath in. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to your plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga or modify. Inhale, back bend, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold in your down dog, one more breath. Switching up the sides, we'll inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, warrior one. Step through, right heel to the mat, bring it all the way up. One more deep breath in. And exhale, hands to the mat. Down dog. You can hold your down dog or flow through your plank chaturanga. And let's take another 2 or 3 deep breaths. I don't know about you, but that definitely fired me up. I am warm. And from your downward facing dog, soft knees look forward, step or hop your feet to the front. Lift the chest, inhale, then exhale, round it down. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. We'll modify our chair pose this time. So the fingertips outside the feet, bend the knees deep, then float the arms up halfway. palms facing down, plug the shoulders back a little bit, then come up off the heels, knees up, take another deep breath in. Then as you exhale, drop the heels and fold over the legs, relax the head down, step your left foot back in a low lunge. This time we go right to warrior two. Spin the back heel down and windmill the arms out and around. One more deep breath looking over the right middle finger. We'll move a little bit with the breath. Reverse the warrior. Inhale the right arm over. Exhale into side angle. Drop the right arm down and sweep the left arm around. We're not staying here though. As you inhale, reverse. Left arm back, right arm over. And side angle again. Exhale. Inhale, reverse, come up. Exhale, angle. This time when we inhale, we're reversing to come up. Then we're adding half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Reach the right arm out, use a block if you like under the right hand, float the left leg up. Float the left arm high. Press down and lift. And when you can, look left, maybe look up. Hold for another deep breath. Standing split, lower the left hand, forehead to the front shin, one breath. Let's take low lunge, step your left foot back, lower the left knee, Ardha Hanuman half split. Let's hold for a deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your right hand inside the right foot and bend the right knee, come into a very brief lizard pose. So the hips drop in, the chest lifts up. One more deep breath in. Hold, deep breath out. Let's drop palms flat, down dog. We're stepping back. You can hold in your down dog or flow through. Let's give it another deep breath. Soft knees look forward. Walk or hop your feet. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, round it down. The feet are still a few inches apart. Hands, fingertips to the outsides of each foot. Bend the knees, sit deep. Lift the arms up halfway to the floor. Palms face down, plug the shoulders back. Come up off the heels. Take a deep breath in, balancing toward the toes. Exhale, the heels down. Dive over the legs, head down. Your right foot steps back in low lunge. We'll warrior two, back heel down and windmill the arms out and around. One more breath looking over the left middle finger. We'll reverse, inhale, left arm up. We'll side angle, exhale, right arm around. Two more like that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll inhale to reverse, left arm over. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Block in the left hand if you choose, right leg up. Right arm high. Get grounded first. See where you are, then lift, lengthen, and look to the right. Maybe peek up at your fingertips, take your time. Right? It's always a practice, isn't it? Right? Always something to work on. Let's standing split, lower the right hand, forehead to the front shin, and let's give it another deep breath. Low lunge, touch the right toes down, lower the right knee, Ardha Hanuman half split. Let's hold for a deep breath in. Hold, deep breath out. Left hand inside the left foot. Put a bend in the left knee, come forward to a modified lizard. One breath, inhale. Hold, exhale. Let's meet in down dog, press back. You can hold or flow through. Let's put a little bend in the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet, folding over the legs at the back of the mat, keeping your feet about hip width distance. Hastasana, grab the big toes, lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round. Feel free to modify in ragdoll as you hang over the legs with hands holding opposite elbows. With your next inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, releasing out your toes. Step your feet together, toes and heels side by side. We're going to give crow pose, Bakasana, a chance today. So taking your time, move nice and easy. Now, I haven't done this much since my shoulders are recovering from my tendinitis, but let's give it a try. The feet are together, palms are flat. Lift your heels, lift the hips, put a bend in the knees, and bring your knees to the upper arms as close to the armpits as you can get them. Look in front of your fingertips. Come forward, lift up onto your toes, and if you've gone that far, lift your feet and bring your toes together. Nice deep breaths. And hopefully you're able to get your hips higher, your knees higher, and your feet higher than me. Breathe. Give yourself another deep breath if you can. Right, if your feet are up, your toes are touching. Release out nice and easy. Separate your feet as wide as the edges of the mat. You can angle out the toes, setting up Malasana, nice squat pose, big hip opening stretch. Bend the knees deep, tailbone down. You can always put a block under the sit bones if that's best for the hips and the knees today. Let's take another full breath. We'll work into Hastasana, hand to foot pose. Lower the hands, lift the sit bones, and bring your feet a little closer until they're hip width distance. That's approximately the space of 2 fists between the feet. Hastasana, we're lifting the chest, lift the fronts of the feet, slide the hands under, and drop the toes down, drop the head down. Or if you're hanging over the legs in ragdoll, switch the hands so the opposite hand will be on top. Take another deep breath or two. Well, I don't know about you, but that release in the back just feels so good. With your next inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, releasing out your hands from the feet. Bring your hands to the waist, and with a flat back, press up slow to stand. Good. Then shifting your weight to the right leg, lift the left knee. Keep the hips level, and you can hold here, balance, gaze past the nose. You can interlace fingers and hold onto the left knee, or if you'd like to go for it, bring your right hand to the waist and grab onto your big left toe. Press through the right leg and stand tall. All right, if you want to go for it, press your left heel forward. Keep the hips level. If you're feeling adventurous today, maybe go from your standing hand to foot pose into dancer pose. To do that, you'll rebend the left knee, you'll kick the left foot back and grab your left hand inside the left foot. The knees together to start, the right arm up and kick back. Let's hold for one more breath. Let's meet in the first part. Come back up with the right hand on the waist and the left knee bending, hips level. We'll release with the left leg down, arms by your side, stillness. Second side, hands on the waist, shift your weight to the left leg, lift the right knee, hips level. You can hold and balance, gaze at one point, or interlace fingers in front of the right knee and hold, or left hand on the waist and grabbing your big right toe in yogi toe lock. Press through the standing leg, come up and either hold it here, keep it here, or press the right heel forward. Maintaining your balance, maintaining the gaze, and if you want to add the dancer pose, optional. You'll rebend the right knee, kick your right foot back and catch the inside of your right foot with your hand. Inside grip. Knees together, hips level, left arm up, and kick back. One breath. We'll meet back in the first part. Come up, left hand on the waist, right hand on the waist, right knee bending, hips level. Lower the right leg, relax the arms, stillness. Inhale, sweep the arms around, and exhale, dive over the legs. Walk your hands out for downward facing dog. Let's bring the right knee through for pigeon. Left leg back, sit tall. Modify on the back if that suits you today. Use props if you need. Otherwise, keep the hips level, lengthen the spine, slide the hands out, and relax your forehead down. Let's take 2 or 3 deep breaths. We'll come out nice and easy. Bring the hands in, lift the head up. Roll to your outer right hip. Bring your left leg around so that your right foot presses against the inner left thigh, almost like you're taking Janu Shirshasana, but we're not going to do that yet. We are going to do that, but not yet. Take your hands to opposite sides of your right leg. We'll lift into sail pose, come up, left leg out, left arm over, whole front body stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, come down. Now both hands reach to your left foot. Hold for a deep breath in. Hold for a deep breath out. Walk your hands in, return upright, fold the right knee in, extend your left leg straight out on the mat, step your right foot outside the left leg. Sit tall, Ardha Matsiasana, twist right, and hold for a deep breath in. Hold for a deep breath out. Coming back to center, take a brief counter stretch, go left, and return to the middle. Let's unwrap the legs, come forward to hands and knees, down dog just as a transition. From your down dog, and of course if you want to plank chaturanga you can. We're just going right into our second pigeon. Left knee through, right leg back, sit tall. Modify as you need, props if you need, hips level, lengthen the spine, hands out, head down, deep breaths. One more time. Bring the hands in, lift the head up. We'll roll to the outer left hip. The right leg sweeps around, extend it out, left foot against the inner right thigh. Sail pose, hands to opposite sides of the left leg. Press through the left arm, sweep up and away off the mat, right leg out, right arm over. One more big inhale. We'll exhale back down, Janu Shirshasana, reach for your right foot. Hold for another deep breath. Walk the hands back in, return upright. Fold your right leg closer in toward the center of the mat. Lift the left knee up. Step your left foot outside the right leg. Lengthen the spine, twist to your left. Let's give it one more deep breath. Coming back to center, brief counter stretch, go right. Return to the middle, we'll unwrap the left leg. Let's come forward onto hands and knees. Let's bring the belly forward, lower all the way down onto the mat. All the way on the belly. Let's reach the arms back. Shalavasana, bring the feet, the legs together. Interlace fingers behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together, then inhale, lifting up off the mat. You can keep the tops of the feet down as you come up. Soften the shoulders back. Press down and left. Shoulder blades together. Gaze forward past the nose. Give it another deep breath in. And exhale, lower, release the hands, and turn your head to the side. Hold for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your chin to center. Option to do a second set of Shalavasana, locust pose, right? Or Dhanurasana, bow pose if you want to go for it. Bending up at the knees, grab your feet close to the ankles. Bring the knees in a little bit. And with your next inhale, lift up, lift away from the mat. Let's take one more deep breath. Come up. Exhale, lower down, release, child's pose, press back. One more deep breath. Let's return to hands and knees. Let's shoulder stand. So first, come back onto your seat, legs out front, bending up at the knees, roll down onto your backs, and of course, if you'd like to use props, a block or bolster under the sacrum to lift the legs supported, feel free. If you'd like to do any other restorative stretch, feel free. Otherwise, lay back, and as long as you're not working through any injuries in the head, neck, and shoulders, lift up, grab the lower back, hug the elbows in, legs up, gaze at your toes. If you'd like to Halasana plow, slowly bring the legs over until your toes touch on the floor. Let's give it another full breath. Let's release from our Sarvangasana, come down. Let's release into fish pose, Matsiasana. You can do the active variation without a prop, or you can grab a prop, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a block behind me. It's going to start somewhere in the middle of my back. As I roll back, The shoulder blades wrap around the block, the arms drop out, and the head softens back. Let's give it another 2 or 3 deep breaths wherever you are. One more time. Releasing out, returning onto your backs. You can hug the knees in. You can windshield wiper the knees. You can happy baby pose. If you're otherwise ready to do so, lay back on the mat, setting up your Shavasana. You've made it. Extend the legs, separate the feet so the toes more easily drop out toward the sides. Relax the arms by your sides, turning both palms up to the sky. A nice open gesture of receiving while still being fully supported by the mat, the ground beneath you. Close your eyes. Let yourself settle into space and let yourself feel heavy. Embracing these few moments of stillness before returning to your day, just let go and relax. If you have the time to do so, I encourage you to stay, enjoy a little bit more time in Shavasana. Otherwise, feel free to release yourself out of the pose by bringing the knees again in toward the chest, rolling to your side, keeping the eyes closed, then coming back up to a comfortable seated position on the mat. With palms to prayer at the heart, relax your chin to your chest and take the time to honor your efforts and honor your practice today. I thank you for joining me once again on the mat and sharing your yoga with me. Until we meet again, namaste.